Hi everybody, I am Tony Smith with Group 4 and today I wanted to show everyone the group project that we've been working on. I wanted to show everybody how it works, how it functions, and what are the benefits from our project. So first off I want to show you the organization that we're working with and give you a little bit of idea of how they work and how our project is going to benefit them. So the organization that we're working with is called Acting for the Almighty. They are a nonprofit organization that is located out of Byron. What they basically do is they're a Christian-based acting production, and what they do is over the course of the year they do various different plays, different kind of musicals, things like that. It's a youth-based program, so how it works is different youth can join up for the company and perform in these different productions. And it's a way for getting youth people to congregate together in a Christian atmosphere. This is their primary source of communicating right now, which is their Facebook page, which is shown here. So the problem that we had when we were talking with them was that uh, basically this is their main form of communication. If people, say for instance, want to register for a play, they had written forms that they had to fill out. And you can obviously imagine the kind of headache that would involve with all the paperwork they'd have to store. They'd have to manually create different kinds of Excel sheets or whatever to actually get a list of who all was signed up for different plays and things like that. So what we wanted to do is give them kind of a one-stop area where they could all kind of have all their information in one area. This way, people could get to one site and they could get everything they needed without having to go through different areas or scrolling through like their Facebook page and stuff like that. So what we did was we created them a website, which I have here. It's called actingforthealmighty.org. Basically, the way this works is here on the home page, we've just got their name and their logo. Down below here, we have their mission statement, which is that our vision is to share the gospel through theater. Our writing, our direction, and production teams are made up solely of volunteers who sacrifice hundreds of hours per season in show preparation. The children and teams that have been participating with us have shared the good news of Jesus through our drama production of well over 3,000 people with an average of around 500 people per show. We have seen lives changed and watched people in our community find Jesus. So this shows kind of what their main goal is. We come down here to the bottom of the page, and basically here you can see that we've added a link to their Facebook feed. So by coming to this page, you can also see what's actually showing on their current Facebook page. So like here you can see that this is synced up with this, so anything that they add here on their Facebook page will automatically populate here. So like I say, we're trying to get it to where they can access everything they need from one place. So they can send messages, they can like the page, all that stuff. Over here on the right side, we've got their contact information, basically just their address, telephone number, their Gmail, email address, things like that. Up here we have some links. The first link we have is their store. Now this is something else that they already had in place. This is their Square Up account. This was set up so that people could digitally come in and do various things. So you can see here that they can, for instance, pay for their, parents can pay for their children's tuition to perform in certain productions, like the two that they currently have getting ready for. You can also see here that they have where you can pay for tickets for upcoming, or well, this looks like these are previous, but from tickets for upcoming productions. And here you can actually have an area where they can make donations and stuff like that. So with this, we basically made a link to where the organization will be able to just direct people here, and from here they'll be able to actually access the store, make donations, and pay for various things if necessary. The second thing we have here is their calendar. This is something that we set up for them. Like I said earlier, that we have here is that this is their actual Gmail account, and what we created here for them on the calendar page is this is a link to their calendar, which is associated with that Gmail account that we just talked about. And basically what this does is this allows them to create events and alert the people in the production and parents and things like that of upcoming events such as tuition payment deadlines, registration deadlines, practice schedules, play times, things like that. This way, say for instance, if somebody has their Gmail account set up on their phone, they could just with their phone create a new calendar event for a production or cancel a production or something like that. And as soon as I do that, it'll automatically sync here into this calendar. Previously, if they had any kind of important updates, they'd have to come here and put it on their actual Facebook page, which doesn't show up right here on the main page. It just comes up to the top. So if somebody wants to look at something from the past, they're going to have to scroll through and look. Whereas here, it shows month by month, so they can go back in time or look forward in time to see what's coming up. So this is really a great way of doing like we were talking about, to where we can give them access to where everybody can just come to one place and get the information that they need. So the next area that we're going to talk about is the choreography page. So here's the choreography page. What this does is this actually links over to their YouTube page. Like I said, this is a play and musical group. So what they have is, they work on various numbers, and they work on a schedule. But obviously, some people are going to want to work on it at home. So this is their page to where they actually have video recordings of the different numbers that they do, different performances, choreographies for their various plays, things like that. So this is where they store all their videos so that people can work on their stuff from home if need be. So this is something else that we're basically providing them this way, that they can go to this one site, and if they want to look at some choreography for something that they're working on, they can just quickly come here and look at it without having to go to YouTube or search, or go through their Facebook page and search, things like that. So like I said, this is another part of our goal of giving them a one-stop area where people can get to everything they want by just going to their main website. So the final thing that we really wanted to talk about here was the play registration. This is the number one thing that we really wanted to give to them, because like I said, the reason they had been the way they had been doing things before was all through paper, and this is what we've created for them is something that's way more efficient for them. The website and the back end of this play registration page here, which I'm showing here, it's actually SQL based, and all this stuff is actually hosted through GoDaddy. So this gives them, basically that they only have to pay one additional fee, and they have web hosting and they have a SQL backend. So this really works out really well for them. I'm going to show you really quick here the SQL database. So linking you here to the SQL database within GoDaddy. And what we've done here is we've created two different tables within their database. We've done a play table and a persons table. If we go here to the two productions that they currently have scheduled to begin soon, which is the Polar Express Adventure and Beauty and the Beast Vintage Tale. What this does is this table actually links to the website. So if you see here at the play area, when you register for the play, it shows these two plays. So basically what we've done with this is we've given them some procedures to show them in the future if they want to come in here and either click edit and change the name of the play, or they can click insert here and add additional plays. So that way they can constantly be updating their website so that they can constantly have people coming in and registering for new plays as they come along. The other thing we have here is the persons table. This is for everybody who's actually registered for a play. They'll show up here. The page is currently blank, and that's because I wanted to kind of go through the registration process and kind of show you how it works. So I want to go here. Every field here works through validation. So say for instance, you fill out the form but you didn't put in a play, and you click submit, you're going to have a pop-up here saying that the play cannot be played. So if you come in here, schedule a play and then you leave something else out like the name, you pop up and says the name cannot be empty. So we're going to put in my name. Why not? So do that. The age can't be empty either. So we'll put the age. We'll pretend that I'm 18. We all know that's not happening. So 18. What grade am I in? Well, if I'm 18, then more than likely I'm in 12th grade. So 12th grade. We need to put our address. I'm just going to do 123 Test Street. Okay. Parental contact. We'll just put, we'll do this. We'll put my mom. That sounds good. Pass phone number. We'll do 555-555-555. We didn't put in a full number. We just put in 9 characters. So and then see, it tells us it's checking for a number and it's checking to make sure we have 10 characters as well. So we put in a 10th character. Email address. That works the same way. If you just put in like a name or something, it's going to ask for a valid email address. So you have to put in a valid form of an email address, which I just use test@test.com. The last section here is, do you have any medical conditions or allergies that they should know about? As you can see from where I've been playing with this before, I'm just going to put none because, just for the point. So now if we do submit, what it does is it takes you here and says play register successfully and redirecting you back to the home page. And after 5 seconds, it takes you right back here to the home page. So now that we've had that, we go back here to the database and we refresh, and here we go. It's the play we just created. Person's name, age, person grade, address, parent name, cell phone, their play, their email address, and none for medical. So that's basically how the database works, where it comes in and syncs up everything. We've also given them some instructions on how to export this information so that they can easily create a, say for instance like a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet that has all this, so they can easily look through and see. The PERS play here, that syncs in with the play database. So if it has a 1, then that corresponds with the 1 from over here. So it's a really great way for them to be able to actually track and see how everything works. So this has really been great for them. In terms of their financial impact, working with GoDaddy, and like I said, it's kind of like a one-stop thing because GoDaddy allows web hosting and the SQL backend. So really, depending on how many years that they sign up for, they're only paying about $3 a month for this, which really isn't bad considering, like I said, this gives them a one-stop area where they can easily access everything that they need. So it's really great for them because this way they can point people to this website instead of having to try to point them to Facebook / to their page. This way they can put stuff here. The page is also editable, so they can come in and they can always add things here at the bottom. They could add like a news section or anything else, so they can really customize it however they want. So we really think we've given them something that they've really will appreciate, and they'll really get a lot of use out of. It's been a lot of work. We've worked with them a lot to make sure that we're giving them something that they really want and that they're looking for. We really think that based on the cost, that they're really going to get a lot of value out of this, and I think overall they'll really be happy with their final product rather. So. This is kind of it. That's the overview of what we have and what we've created. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great day.